Hey everybody, Jeff Antoniuk here. Welcome to the live stream. I've heard tell that it's Adolph Sax's birthday today, so Adolph saxophone, thank you. These instruments have been a constant source of consternation and happiness for me. So yeah, thanks Adolph Sax, wherever you are. Jeff Antoniuk here. So we are doing these jazz process videos, or process, depending what country you're from. The idea is I have this gig coming up with the Baltimore Symphony, 5 gigs, playing Ellington's version of the Nutcracker, which has been expanded now by Paul Murtha. So a whole bunch of music, 90 minutes of music to learn. And today I'm thinking about these different saxophones I have. And of course, if we're talking about an Ellington version of something, we're thinking about Johnny Hodges playing the alto saxophone, or Paul Gonsalves playing tenor, or Harry Carney playing baritone saxophone. And I've been thinking some about how much in the style of these people I want to be, or frankly can be. That's not really my thing, is to play like Dave Sanborn on this tune and to play like Cannonball on that tune. That's an amazing ability that some people have to flip switches and do that craftsman-like thing. That's not really what I'm great at. On the other hand, if I understand that I'm playing in an Ellington zone, I'm not going to be playing the Sanborn licks, I know, right? So let me play a little bit for you here. Equipment-wise, this is an Eastman, a brand new Eastman saxophone. I endorse their instruments, but frankly, I'm not here to try to sell you an Eastman instrument. I think they're very good. They're incredibly good for the price, but that's not at all what this is about. I play other instruments too. So, but this is, a brand new Eastman 52nd Street saxophone, and that's what I've been, playing most regularly. So as far as the bending and the Johnny Hodges stuff, that wider vibrato, the flexibility, that's all there. It's it's pretty impressive. Here's the other alto that I played for a long time, an old Conn. People call them a Chu Berry. I don't even know what the right name for these things are. This one's 1924, maybe. I'm putting the same mouthpiece, same reed on it and everything. It's a great old horn, and it does have a different sound. So I'm not sure how much we're picking up with that online and through the little microphone and everything. They have a different enough sound, but I think for me, comfort is going to be where it's at. Now, I will say that the last 10 recordings I've done or so, well, up until the last 1 or 2, I did play a 1920s Conn Chu Berry tenor for years. I did a lot of recordings on that horn. Then I playing my 1954 Mark VI, and it's only in the last 2 years I tried one of the Eastmans. My Mark VI was just getting more and more rickety, so I just sort of bought it as a spare horn, and I ended up playing it and do play it as my main horn. So I'm a guy who digs vintage instruments just philosophically for the fun of it. The keys are in weird places, but I think most of us can have 99% of our technique if we practice whatever horn. I've never really sort of hurt my hand or messed myself up with an older horn, so that's not been an issue for me. So ergonomics are a thing. They really are. I'm not as comfortable on the Conn anymore as on the newer horn. So, I think for me, it's about how I am most comfortable. And there's comfort with flexibility of tone, comfort with how I sound like Johnny Hodges. But frankly, I'm playing with an orchestra, and I have to be in tune, and I have to be able to enunciate perfectly night after night, and play some of these excerpts and the written solos, and they just have to be right on. And the older horns are great at giving you all the personality in the world. And I think for this gig, maybe finding something in between. Frankly, I'm more comfortable at this point on the newer horn, so I think that's the way I'm going to go. The other thing is mouthpieces, right? I'm playing on also a newer Van Doren. I think it's an A7 or something like that. The other mouthpiece is the Meyer that I've had for 30 years that I bought when I was a kid, more than 30 years. And a Meyer 7 that was worked on by Claude Humber in Dallas. Yeah, so I've got some good mouthpieces, but the bottom line is I'm going with what's comfortable, I guess. And I think that's kind of what most of us will do. Yeah, if there's some perfect piece of equipment that I need to get comfortable on, I'll do that. That's what I did with the Conn Chu Berry years ago, the tenor. I just took 6 months and learned how to play that thing because I was really digging the sound. You know, so I think at this point, I'm just going to go with, you know, the more modern stuff. So yeah, I think I can get the flexibility I need out of it. So I'd love to hear what you think about this. And you know, this is the 7th in a series of videos. I'm doing these videos a couple of times a week, getting ready for the Baltimore Symphony gigs I have coming up, and talking about everything from going through the music to equipment to philosophically how I want to approach some of this music. So I appreciate you tuning in. I hope some of this is interesting to you, and I'd love to know your thoughts on any or all of this. I see this as a team effort, and I'm just interested in having folks know what the process is of getting ready for a big gig like this, and I'd love to know where you're at with it too. So hey, thank you for tuning in. We'll be doing another couple of videos next week, and I think I'm going to be digging into some of the more specific music again. So thanks for tuning in.